We're live on Kelly Childs right now. Let's make sure that we can. Hold on, let's just do this. We'll wait on Kelly Childs for a minute.
Well, it tells all of our little followers that we are now going live. We are?
Live in a minute.
Is that one? Sorry guys, we're sort of delaying.
It's fine, people are joining. You're good, you're good.
How is everybody?
Everybody's good. Everybody's good. I'm just gonna do this on Kelly's Bake Shop. Happy Saturday, everybody. Kelly's gonna talk to you guys for a moment while we're just
I'm gonna
doing
talk.
this one.
So I hope you're not gonna have a problem with that. So we are away right now and working on cookbook stuff, and California is so awesome, right? To us, it's always been the center of our universe. We started coming down about 12 years ago. You were 16 years old. And it's been...
We're live on Kelly's Bake Shop
now.
Oh, good.
Good.
We're just starting the whole process here right now. And we're talking to Kelly Childs and Kelly's Bake Shop.
So we've been coming down for a number of years. I said 12 years, and for us, California has always been such a magical place. The sun is sort of weird on this one.
It's okay.
And
you have a little beam of light on you. It looks lovely.
And it's what actually inspired us to open up Kind Food, and that went into Let Us Love. Anyways, and here we are now with Kelly's Bake Shop and stuff, and it really took us on a really serious healthy food journey. And it's not like we weren't doing it before, but I think that the magic of California is just, to me, I call it my spiritual drug of life, because it's the center of my universe of just everything that is healthy really comes out of this state. And it's that West Coast, East Coast stuff. West Coast lives very differently than East Coast.
It's so true. And I find that that great stuff. And California just doesn't feel like it's a part of the States. It feels like it's its own country. And I think that's why we've loved it so much. It's very health minded, very yoga, very like meditation, just like a beautiful, really, really cool vibe. So we're in Palm Springs right now.
And we're sitting underneath a grapefruit tree. So
come on, does it get much better than that?
No.
Like really, it's so cool.
I gotta show you this.
Yeah, we had one that almost fell and hit us in the head, so that would not have been too good.
So as you can, I'm actually picked this up just off the ground. So this actually just fell off the tree while we were here setting up. So as I just go and whack my head on the candle. So this is breakfast or dinner or something like that,
exactly.
right? So
this is pretty monstrous.
This is how do you not
love it here?
Be healthy though when you're able to pick your stuff right off a tree.
Alyssa says dying.
dying. Alyssa, next time. You're coming with us.
So we are down here in Palm Springs, and we are working on finalizing and just working on our second book. We have our first book, for those of you guys that don't know, Made with Love, and that was published in April of 2016. But this next book is going to be like on a whole other level. It is going to be a ton of recipes and a ton of more like lifestyle, like, I don't know, tips and stories and just things that we've done throughout our life and how we've work together, our personal relationships, the business, traveling, how we eat on a daily basis, like all this really, really fun, amazing stuff. So we just wanted to hang out with you guys for a little bit and just kind of pick your brains and kind of see if anyone had any questions about what is going to be in our book.
Can we give some teasers?
So
why don't we, what cookie did we say is going to go in there? Because that's really a big one for everybody.
Do you really want to give that away right now?
Okay, we don't have to give it away right now. Erin's going to hit me afterwards, because you know me, I talk about everything. There's no big secrets going on in my life, so I just let it all hang out. Anyway, so we can go into something else. But so the recipes are going to be epic, next level. We've had requests for tons of turmeric.
Tons of matcha.
Yeah, and ways to incorporate them instead of just a typical matcha latte, how else can you bring it into your life? We've been working so much more with mushrooms, like reishi mushrooms, cordyceps, lion's mane, and for your brain, and but just back to the mushroom part is how I find it fascinating that you can actually heat them and they never lose any of their potency. So there's such an amazing way to with warm drinks. So that's why, I don't know if you guys are into these mushroom lattes right now, because they're really big down here. It's just so easy to take it in and not realize it. So the cordyceps is great for energy. Reishi is great for relaxation before you go to bed. Lion's mane in the morning to stimulate your brain activity. And so anyway, so there's all these amazing tips that we're going to be putting through the book, and just next, I call it like next level living.
Yeah.
Because I think that when you live life like the flatlining of it, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of the life that you're going to get. So I've always been a person to just crank it up to that next level, and I think that this is what this book's going to be all about. And sorry, I'm really babbling.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's okay. That what we're going to do is show you guys actually how we live then. More on the back side of things. So, from meditation, spiritually and stuff, and how we have carved out these hollow lives, I call it, from the social media games and everything else that we play, and how do we bring meaning back into our lives, and that's what I want to focus on, is bringing back meaning into our personal lives, into our personal relationships, into our businesses, into how we live and love with our children, our husbands, our wives, everything, and just taking that up again to that next level. And we believe it's the way you eat is so much a part of how you actually can live your life.
Yes, and this is kind of why this second book is going to be a lot more inspired with our lifestyle, and as well as we'll have over probably close to about 100 recipes as well, with our whole just the way that we live, the way that we eat, from morning, noon to night. So we're going to be giving everyone more of like a cool snapshot as to how they can live their life and feel full and feel satisfied and not miss any of that conventional, meat and dairy and all that kind of stuff. But no, we're super excited to be here, and we just want you guys to be able to share as much as possible as to what you really, really want to know more about, what you want to learn more about, what kind of recipes you really, really want. And we have so much stuff going on in our heads right now, and just so much work that's being done over the past few days while we've been down here, and we're just really stoked to be able to share all of this amazingness with you guys when it's actually in solid form. And we have, oh my gosh, like the photos of the food already are so good by Such and Beck, Alyssa and Chris. Love you guys to death.
Chris is over here following us.
And then Alyssa's over here following us on this one. And then Lindsay, who is one of our food stylists, and Courtney as well, too, our prop stylist. Like, we had so much fun doing all the photos. We did those actually last year, but we're doing so many more recipes, and it's just going to be great. Like, I'm very, very excited about it, and yeah, we just wanted to hang it with you guys for a few minutes.
I think that, as Erinn said, that when you're down here and immerse yourself into a different environment, and you taking us out of what we our kind of the hamster wheel, we call it, when you're back home and you've got business, you've got this, you've got your regular day in, day out life, but when you actually immerse yourself now into a whole different culture, because California is a different culture, guys.
It's a culture.
It's a different culture down here, okay? And every time I arrive, I cry, and every time I leave, I cry, just so you guys know, because I feel like I'm arriving at my home, and then I'm having to leave my home when I go back home.
So you never know. Maybe there'll be a Kelly's Bake Shop in California one day too, because that would be awesome.
Yeah, and people are saying here it's freezing. Don't rush back. And I know you guys are having a snowstorm on Monday, so we will be missing that snowstorm. Sorry to disappoint you guys.
Yes.
But so anyways, so it gives you this headspace, right, to immerse yourself in this really cool culture. There's a place here called the Nature's Cafe that we go to every single day, and we load up with our green drinks and with extra ginger in it, because I'm sort of feel like I'm battling something right now, so I need some extra ginger in my body to fight inflammation and give me some strength in my immune system. And they're doing that. You've got a date shake with added maca, and they just make the coolest food,
and palm greens too.
And palm greens.
The best.
So with Greg and Jeff, and we know all the people down here now too, which is so amazing, because we've been coming down here for a decade. Yeah. But they're always the cutting edge stuff. So, I was of course talking to them about CBD oil, because that's my latest thing that I'm all about learning about more and more.
You never know, maybe we'll put some CBD oil in the cookbook too.
We we could do that.
Let's go a little bit
That could be a
edgy.
secret.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Let's change it up a little bit.
And because there is just so much health benefits to just Mother Nature, and over the last decades, centuries, you know, we've allowed the pharmaceutical industry and big industry, lobbyists and stuff, suffocate our lives. And this is about knowledge. And I could go on more and more about it, but I don't want my channel blocked. But, you know, there is truth out there on the other side. So when we are so conditioned to thinking that, you know, fast food is okay, and eating, you know, dairy from massive dairy farms is okay,
And popping pills to make you feel better.
Yeah, take a pill because you got an ache and pain for this, and a pill for an ache and pain for that. But then you actually realize that that's just masking the damage that you're actually doing on the inside. So, you know, we're all about healing from the inside out. And I don't know about you guys, but I want to live a long life, you know. And if I hit 100, I don't want to do it, you know, with a lot of pain.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that we actually have the technology, we have the food available to us, we have the knowledge available to us to be able to live a longer period of time than thinking that 75 is it, and you're going to check out and you might be in a wheelchair at the end
and
too, right?
I think a lot of people think that they have to go on these like fad diets to be able to stay healthy and to like get in their best shape. But if you just live a beautiful lifestyle, and if you eat what Mother Nature is actually providing to us, like freaking grapefruits off of a damn tree
that falls off the tree above.
like, I'm sorry, like that's amazing. That's so freaking
It could have
cool.
landed on your head though.
It could have landed on my head. It was pretty loud when it fell. But if you actually live that beautiful kind of a lifestyle, and you don't have to be perfect at it, but if you do your best, that's amazing. Your body will thank you for it, and that's it. You don't need to go on these crazy crash diets and fad diets.
I think that what Erinn's alluding to, if you want me to expand on that, we have had so many requests for keto stuff. And
keto and paleo, and like there's all these.
Yeah, but keto's the latest now, right? And so but then paleo was before that. And so we're talking about kind of sometimes improperly combining foods when Mother Nature already gives you the proper macronutrients in the proper percentages. So for your protein, fats, and carbohydrates. So we're looking at altering something that Mother Nature has not really created that way. Yeah. And it's a temporary thing too, because keto diets can hurt you, right, guys? So if you're not doing it properly, and it's supposed to be just a short-term thing. So
just read our next book.
We believe in grapefruits because grapefruits are like, it's natural, it's whole foods, guys. Okay, so whole foods, and that's what life and living is all about, and not stressing about, you know, how to combine this to combine with that, and
counting calories and counting points, and
so. You know, anyway, so that's what our book is going to be really all about. We have Shannon just joined us from.
Oh, cool! Awesome.
Hi, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
And so this is what we really want to convey to you guys, and also so then to take it one step further is how we actually live our lives as well. Is we live our life with such integrity and such authenticity, and this is what I'm finding too, is that the more I post on social media.
Yep.
The more I want it to be just real. Like I actually don't care that, you know, you guys know I actually have chicken skin on my arms, and if you fold my arm too, you're actually going to see wrinkles. Okay, so this is real stuff. I you know, I don't believe in photoshopping. I don't believe in any of that stuff because like this is who we are, right? This is exactly who we are, and I think that this is what's so important, is that we're losing our focus, we're losing our proper outlook on life. We're thinking that we have to look in someone else's scrolling feed to find meaning in our life and find out how they did their hair, or how did they did their makeup, or what shoes they're wearing today. And then we end up feeling less. Okay? We end up feeling less automatically because we're comparing ourselves to someone else. And this is what happens, is when we do comparisons, we end up feeling less. We've got less of a house, we've got less of a relationship, we've got less of a
bank
body,
account,
we've got less of a bank account, we've got
that.
You know, less of hair, we got, you know, all this stuff. You can't help it, but that's what we end up doing. Yeah. So I'm hoping that we can convey as much as we can. I actually was going to swear, and I had to stop, catch myself through
you
that.
You can swear, it's fine.
Because I find when I don't swear, I actually get tripped up on my words, so the F-bomb comes out of my mouth.
That's fair, it's fine.
So, if anyway, so I think that this is what we're really wanting to do, is
Yes.
just to show you guys that there is a next level of living. And the next level of living is taking us out of where we've been, hanging on to our baggage, hanging on to the stuff that makes us suffer.
Well,
you
and
know.
like the instant gratification too of social media, right? Like, and I think
Right.
that getting back to the connection and getting back to taking the moment to connect with people without your phones. And I know we're on social media right now, but I think it's important to talk about it, and I think it's important to bring up and make people just think, you know, instead of being in this constant state of almost being zombie-like, right?
Right.
And going through the motions. It's like, no, live your life. Like, your life, you only get one shot.
Right.
That's it.
And we want to help you think about just being true to this person, right? You know, so who you guys are. It's being true to you.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need you to be true to us. We don't need you to be true to, you know, your best friends or your imaginary friends and all the other things that go on in your lives. It's just being true to your own calling and your own passion, right? So what makes your heart beat really hard and fast is that's what makes your life so worthwhile when you get to do it every single day.
100%. And all that stuff's going to be covered in our book. So
What does that say there? Someone wants to join us?
yes,
Okay.
Ken wants to join us, but Ken's not going to join our video.
Okay. Oh, so I could talk about Ken.
Yes,
for a sec?
quickly, because I think my phone's just going to run out of its
Okay.
stuff.
So Ken, my husband, and his Instagram is gofindyourself.ca. That's what his Instagram thing is. And he's going to be doing meditation classes on Monday at 7th Wave Yoga.
In Burlington.
And he's starting this because, again, this is him following true to his heart and to his passion. He's been on this journey of self-discovery and self-realization. And
Sorry.
he's actually going to be doing this meditation. So there's 3 of them, 3 meditation classes for 3 Mondays in February. And really sign up, guys, because it's donation only. It's not about money or anything. It's Ken
It'll be
sharing
awesome.
his knowledge of India and Nepal, Thailand, and I mean all the journeys that he's been a part of, all the different yoga practices he's been a part of, from Vipassana to TM. Like, you know, he's done so much.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday nights, for 3 Tuesdays in February, he's actually doing a men's hangout, so a men's meeting. So, you know, Man Enough
For a
is
bunch of
circulating
guys, yeah,
right
to
now.
get
So
together.
for men getting together and redefining masculinity and how difficult it has been being boys growing up, being men growing up in our society. And as much as we have our issues with the Me Too movement, there's also a reckoning for what the men are going through too as well. So anyways, it's
all in a
really good.
positive,
So
great
go to
way.
gofindyourself.ca, and that's Ken's thing. And he's smiling right now on this one. And go to his meditation class, guys. It's really going to be cool.
So Kelly and I, to wrap it up, we are down here in Palm Springs right now working on our second book. So please send us messages, comment here, and tell us what you want in our second book. We are, the book is actually, just for those of you guys that don't know, it's going to be published in hopefully spring of 2020. So we are working to get everything shipped off to Penguin Random House so that it will be published on time.
Yep.
And we just can't wait to hear all of your suggestions, but we are working away on it right now.
We'll
talk to you guys soon.
There's going to be detoxes in there too. I just want to say what is going to be in there. So we're going to be doing
Yep.
a spiritual detoxing and also food detoxing and stuff. And
Yep.
so there's going to be some really great stuff in there. It's going to be way more than a cookbook.
Awesome. We'll see you guys soon. Have an amazing rest of your Saturday, and try to stay warm too. Bye.